Buenos dias.
Good night, then.
Good day, everyone.
I am Alma Ramirez Lastimoso, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies.
And I am Oliver Lastimoso.
And we are here again for another instructional video. And this video talks about DYADIC communication. Okay, so I have a questions to you. What is DYADIC communication?
DYADIC communication is a form of interpersonal communication that refers to the quantitative and qualitative of communication relationship between two people. It is also known as interpersonal communication.
Okay, so DYADIC communication example. So, two friends chatting as a meeting between boss and employee. An individual counseling session, conversation between mother and daughter. So, okay, can you give me some examples of DYADIC communication?
DYADIC communication, interaction happening in a board meeting, a study group, a library committee, a marketing team of a company.
Okay, so do you have questions for me, sir?
I think no. What are the three types of DYADIC communication?
Okay, sir. So, the three types of DYADIC communication is phone conversations, interview of any kind, face-to-face conversations, and dialogue. So, in DYADIC communication, a person shares his thoughts with another person. So, the communication can also use charts, graphs,
Animation, slides, music, sounds, video clips, his own voice,
gestures, body language, facial expressions, written reports, and still images to tell what he wants to do. So, if we say slides, music, sounds, so particular gigamit man na siya sa DYADIC communication, no? So, can you give examples sa DYADIC communications which use yung gestures or body language? So, pwede man sa DYADIC communication, for example, itong gestures, so muna yung non-verbal communications.
Yes.
So, mugamit na, then body language. So,
Body language.
mostly ang DYADIC communications, mabilong din siya sa non-verbal communications. Pwede siya sa so mabilong jud siya sa non-verbal o pwede po siya sa verbal communications. So it is a form of interpersonal communication. So when we say interpersonal communication, do you have any idea of that interpersonal communications? So that is between two people. It is also okay. DYADIC communication is an interpersonal and intrapersonal communication. I know it's an interpersonal communication. So now, let us proceed to types of interview. So first is traditional interview. So when we say traditional interview, it is the most common type of interview, consisting at one-on-one conversation through the series of questions. That's why we prepared this kind of interview through our research and a practice. Makes responses, focus on company needs, and identify while studying the employee. So second is the serial sequential interview. So when we say the serial sequential interview, this is similar to traditional interview, but it involves of plans, sequence, and series of questions to several interviewers. So these two types of sequential interview is the first type involves meeting with your future manager first before meeting with several peers. So, often formulated in Department of Organizations. So, this type of interview, it is fit of the organization, it engage organization fit. So, the second type of sequential interview is meeting with your a future manager first and then series of meeting of employees within the organizations of shift of command. So in both interview formats, so in both interview formats, we should treat each person with respect, maintain and consistent attitude. So, in post-interview evaluations process, so it contains of comparisons of reliability in answers and analysis on interviews perceptions. The third types of interview is behavioral interview. So when we say behavioral interview, it is a technique used in which the job candidate has the opportunity to demonstrate their potential for succeeding in the new job by providing a specific example of how they handled similar situations based on their past experience. So, for example of behavioral interview is an employer has decided what skills are needed if a person they hire and will ask questions to find out if the candidate has those skills. So, instead of asking how you would behave, they will ask how you did behave. So, that is behavioral interview. So, it is a potential for a candidate to demonstrate opportunity. So, it's talking about the behavior of the interviewers. So, the group panel interview strategy, that is the fourth types of interview. So when we say a group panel interview means that instead of meeting with one interviewer, you meet with those 10 people. So who form the interview team. So panel interviews have become increasingly common for a variety of reasons. Panel or group interview. So a group interview is a job interview with multiple candidates and one or more interviewers. So, when we say group interview, that is multiple candidates with one or more interviewers, while panel interview is the job interview with multiple interviewers. So, but only one candidates. So, when we say group interview, that is multiple candidates, while panel interview is only one candidate, but multiple interviewers. So that's it. Thank you and God bless.